first game of a best-of-3. Spawning in the bottom on Overgrowth, we have Tomikus from Team Djerava Kapsa in the orange colors, and his opponent in the north is gonna be Lillekanin from Team Red Bloods Esports, wearing blue. Now, Lillekanin, are you going to open with a proc? Yes, you are going to open with a proxy. I knew it. I so much knew it. This guy does this so much on this map, and I wouldn't even be surprised if it's something like an 11-11. Come on, send another XCV down. Come on, do me a favor, Lillekanin. Or he can also, you know, go for something like Proxy Reapers or Proxy Marauders with concussive shells. That's also a viable option for him. Tomikus, is he going to scout this? I don't think he's got any inkling as to what is Lillekanin playing. Oh, he's going to put the barracks down here. Oh my goodness. This is actually such a spot that Tomikus, if he goes for a hatchery on 15 supply, which is more commonly called hatchery first, if he does not go with the drone to like here and just goes to the nat and plants the nat troll down, he's not gonna see those barracks. Look at this. Oh, he does have a waypoint over there. Oh, he knows Lillekanin very, very well, and he also did not see a command center nor barracks back in Lillekanin's base. Now, Lillekanin, he has to go for this because he already has taken the gas. The barracks are already almost completed or well underway, so if he cancels this, he'll be so behind, and Tomikus will be able to drone for like the next 2 minutes with impunity. So he has to make sure that he does finish this. The SCV is fairly low and does get the barracks completed. Let's see what pops out of those barracks. It's going to be a Reaper. Tomikus taking a gas and a pull, and well, this'll probably delay his natural. He could actually plant it if he really wanted to, but I'm guessing that by taking such an early pull, such an early gas and going for that pull, he probably has some kind of a follow-up in mind, and he probably already is thinking about counterattacking once he deals with this Reaper pressure. Now, of course, if Lillekanin's micros well, he will not be able to, or he should not be able to lose that Reaper. This is 6 slings we're talking about, yes, but so far they don't have speed, so they pretty much have to engage only on creep, and Lillekanin's micro with the Reapers is pretty damn good. Oh, no, you did not. Oh, my goodness, okay. Tomikus with the offensive gold base. I think he took a page out of, who was it, Lucira against Parting, I think? Just this Sunday, which was yesterday, of course, in the Home Story Cup 10, I think he did the same thing, just the beginning of the game was slightly different. There's the command center down for Lillekanin, so he's definitely expanding off of this. Speed is ticking away for Tomikus, however, he is still mining with 2 drones. So, my guess is that he'll go straight into either Banelings and try to bust Lillekanin, or maybe he can even go into something like Roach Baneling and try to go for an all-in, because if you don't have a Banshee against that, it's very, very difficult to hold, even if you see it coming. Now, Lillekanin doing a pretty good job of picking off those lings. He already got 5. Will he see the Roach Warren? Yeah, he does see the Roach Warren, so he knows that a Roach Baneling all-in is definitely a possibility. So far, forcing Tomikus to waste a lot of his lings here just by running around and targeting those down. I don't think he knows it. No, he does not know about the gold base, and I'm kind of wondering, is he going to smell something fishy anytime soon? Because right now Tomikus, if he actually only selects this hatchery, he can start stockpiling roaches over there while still trying to defend with these lings. The speed is down. Lillekanin, oh, nice surround there! Beautiful block by Tomikus, denying that bunker entrance for those Reapers, and now Lillekanin, well, he does still have the barracks over here. Tomikus going to check the tower to see if Lillekanin has any map control whatsoever. He's going to try to pressure slightly. Still no Baneling nest on the way, but we have a lair being built, so you know, if you're Lillekanin, then right now you gotta be wondering, where the hell is that hatchery? And he's looking for it everywhere. Where's that? Yeah, it's waypointed to this gold, but not to the other one. Lillekanin has to know that, wait, you gotta have more money than this, so you're either gonna be triple expanding by now, or you have to have planted that hatchery down somewhere. And he does find it with this marine that was patrolling over here just before. And this is, you know, second factory being added on. You know what, roaches, banelings, this could still work, but we have a banshee on the way, so scratch that, never mind. With banshees, this is never gonna work. And Tomikus, I wonder what his plan is going forward in this game. He does have the lair finished, but he's only at 30 harvesters. And he does have this very vulnerable forward base. It's going to be fairly difficult to get reinforcements over there, unless you're going for very quick mutalisks. Tomikus instead getting roach speed, so... Oh, he's going to try to bust this, but by the time he arrives, there will be banshees out. So Lillekanin no doubt will start getting tanks with the tech lab on this factory over here. Or is he? There we go, tech lab being added on, so tanks will enter production lines shortly. And Lillekanin, you know, he can turtle for a little bit, use those banshees to backstab this natural base of Tomikus, for example, and then he can pressure this gold base as well. There is a spore crawler here providing vision of that banshee, but a little bit misplaced over here, so Tomikus, you know, he's going to lose at least a couple of drones. Either he builds a second spore crawler or gets an overseer over there. There we go. Overseer is gonna go on top of that banshee, but here come the Hellions and the drones. Oh, I don't know if this was the best of ideas to fight with the drones, but he only lost three of his harvesters, luckily. Still not the best situation here for Tomikus. He could go for Queen Roach all in. That's true. Queens would be able to target down the banshees and heal the roaches. Still, this is a pretty weird game that we are looking at here. The armory just now finished for Lillekanin, so he can go into Hellbats fairly quickly. Tomikus does have that queen block going for him. He didn't see the armory, but he didn't see no tanks either. So definitely he knows this is one of the possibilities. Here come the roaches, but they're not backed up by those queens, which they're hiding at the gold base, all of them. Tomikus trying to transition into Hydralisks fairly quickly and do as much damage as he can. Oh, Lillekanin! Whoa, that was so close! And now all these roaches are probably going to die before they can break the wall. No! Wall has been broken, and now Tomikus has to target down as many harvesters as possible while defending the pressure at his third base. Still only on 30 drones, what the hell? And Lillekanin getting way ahead in terms of just sheer economic power. And Tomikus' time is running out for him. He has to make something happen right now. Is he going to use the queens as well? Yes, he is. Oh, this queen taking a little bit of a wrong route there. And now the banshees. Where's the overseer? This is transfuse. No, Tomikus not transfusing in time. Unfortunately, not actually controlling his army to the best of his ability. He's going to lose this forward gold base. Couple of roaches as well. It's fairly difficult to navigate actually to the natural base of the Terran player if these rocks are still in position. So once more we have these roaches coming in. We have Hydras in production as well. They're going to be painfully slow, taking their time getting to the battlefield. And Lillekanin, fortunately for Tomikus, is bringing his banshees back, leaving this gold base B because he needs every single unit to defend this. Fortunately, the queens are... Where are the queens? Yeah, the forward queens are all dead, so Tomikus cannot continue this assault because of the banshees, and now the tanks are out, so even roaches will not be able to bust the front right now, I don't think. With the Hellbats over there, they could make short work of any Hydralisks, but Tomikus going for it anyways. And oh, this is a paltry force that he has with him. So he can try to make something happen over here, but Lillekanin playing very patiently, waiting. 4 factories worth of production, 3 of those with tech labs. Now the problem for Lillekanin, of course, is that he's muling out his main bases fairly quickly. His natural is going to be dry in about 2 minutes time if he continues this pace. Whereas Tomikus has had the advantage of mining from the gold, mining from his natural base for a decent amount of time. He did have a big bank which he already depleted. So, you know, engaging is going to be slightly tougher for Tomikus now that Lillekanin has a larger army. Tomikus taking another gold base, realizing that, hey, my harvester count is pretty low, and I don't really want to be building any more drones right now. I need an army, because this meching terrain is pretty damn strong. Tomikus, I don't know if this is a good idea. Waltzing right into that tank fire and those Hellbats. The Hydralists, you know, that's a unit he will not have an easy time replenishing. His gas income is not that great in order to just mass Hydralisks. But also he wants to buy as much time possible for this gold base before he has to surrender it, and he will have to surrender it. And if I were Tomikus, I would just, yeah, sack the space, go to this one, which, you know, actually this worked out just fine. Tomikus can start mining from the other gold right now and devote all of his larvae to army production. The weird thing also about this game is that Tomikus is not getting any upgrades. Maybe he wants to go into Hive and Vipers very quickly to stand a chance against this mech army, or maybe his idea is that, hey, if I go into Ultras very quickly, then I can hit a timing where the Terran player will not be prepared for such a unit. All he has are Hellbats, couple of tanks. I can do that. So I don't know. Queen, get on the creep, Queen! No! The Queen dies. Now Tomikus thinks he can take the fight. I don't think he can, to be quite frank. The Banshees with the tanks and the Hellbats with Blue Flame are a pretty potent combination of units. Lillekanin is going to knock out another gold base, and now it's Tomikus that's going to be running dry on resources fairly quickly. His main is almost gone. Natural, well, natural is relatively fresh, but you can't continue this game with just one base economy pretty much. Lillekanin, in the meantime, is going to take his third over here, so he's pretty well off. And Tomikus with pretty much a 2-base saturation, something over a 2-base saturation, but let's call it 2-base saturation. He's going to be on the ropes. Has to make something happen. Vipers are entering the battlefield, but Tomikus really not having enough gas to produce more than a couple of those. Actually only had gas for one, and he's spending all the rest of his gas to roaches, so maybe he wants to gamble on a miraculous blinding cloud in the hopes that he can take out all of those tanks in a single go. Whoa, has to be careful. This is the only army he's got, and it's not like he can reproduce that fairly easily. Unlike Lillekanin, who's got a bunch of production back home, and still has a pretty decent economy, and a pretty sizable army as well, 87 army supply to 71. Those Banshees being a pain in the ass more than anything else. So let's take a look. Does this? Yeah, it does have enough for an abduct and a blinding cloud as well. Well, it'll have to be some Gosu blinding cloud by Tomikus to be able to stand up against this army. Now it's a good thing for Tomikus that these rocks are still up. He tries to establish another third base, so he'll be on even bases with Lillekanin, basically 2 base versus 2 base once the main bases run out of minerals. But what he really wants to be is up a base versus Lillekanin. A very low upgrade game, by the way. I mentioned this already. Very low upgrade game. And, you know, this is another field in which Tomikus is lagging behind. Lillekanin is double upgrading his mech army. Tomikus, I don't think he even has an evolution chamber. No, he does not. So he's relying on his composition more than his army quality. And, oh, he's dashing into the Terran army. Blinding clouds on both flanks while he charges into the middle, but it's not going to be enough, as Lillekanin just shreds that army to pieces.